Quantum Talks 8.0 Professional Counseling, Coaching, and Wellness. We will help you to sort out the details so that you can get to where you are trying to go. Call us today.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. Trusting that you are well, I would like to officially welcome you to Rap Sessions with Dr. Kiki. And I know it's been a week or two, and I appreciate your patience, but we are back. I first want to thank God for another year of life, time to be around the sun again, and one more time. And I sincerely thank God for my family who works tirelessly with me to make stuff happen. I thank God for my husband, Carlisle Williams, and my children, Sydney, Jeremiah, Emmanuel, my parents, Dr. and Dr. Singletary in Rochester, and everybody who has said a prayer, done a kind deed, said a wonderful word, or has been in my life. I want to sincerely thank you. All of my clients, you guys are the true MVP. And I just appreciate the feedback. And so we're going to keep things going. I want to definitely encourage you to take a look at our social media presence. If you are watching Rap Sessions with Dr. Kiki for the first time, to encourage you to subscribe, to share, to follow, only as Rap Sessions with Dr. Kiki follows Christ. This platform is a coaching platform. Quantum Talks 8.0 fuels this session, and it's an opportunity for us to coach you to the finish line in whatever you're dealing with, or going through, or facing. So once again, thank you for listening, sharing, and more importantly, I sincerely hope that you're being blessed. You're being impacted in a positive way by Rap Sessions with Dr. Kiki. Even if it's something that doesn't resonate with you personally, maybe it's something that can assist you and a family member or a coworker or a friend, if not today, somewhere along your way. I am so grateful to share with you in this space. So today, I wanted to take a moment to talk about something very, very important in our lives. And in case if this is your first time tuning into Rap Sessions with Dr. Kiki, we've removed the platforms from actually broadcasting to social media per se, and all of our videos can be viewed at Quantum Talks 8.0 on YouTube at this time. So our Instagram and our Facebook channels are still there. You'll mostly see announcements and flyers and advertisements, but the broadcast itself is right now on YouTube. So, but I want to talk about, as I do every week, where there's something that I share that's on my heart, and based on just wanting to empower, help, and uplift. I wanted to share about what kindness is. What kindness is. Sometimes it's very easy to get in a rut, so to speak, of not even paying attention or being in tune to what things are, and sometimes we can get so far through our day that we're just existing. We're trying to get to the next meeting. We are needing to return that next phone call, check in with the next boss, cook that next meal, whatever. And it's very, very easy to get sidetracked by life that we don't remember the basics. So today I want to talk about kindness. As you know, my husband and I created Kiki Global Inc. Ministries. And basically, it is a nonprofit that provides resources. And although Key is a combination of his name and my name, if you look at each letter, it's further broken down for acronym representing care and resources, kindness, inspired. And to be quite frank with you, I try to conduct my life every day based on kindness. The days that you feel like it, the days that you don't, kindness doesn't change. What can we do to make a difference to someone else? What can we do to make our world a better place? If you watch the news day in and day out, which I think you should, you're seeing that it's so much happening. Um, and as we all know, it is so much to pray for. And it's really important to be able to put into perspective what we can do, even in our own neighborhood. The change starts with me. Those who have followed me for a couple of years know that I released a song, Be the Change, social change and justice anthem. And we had gone out to New Orleans to shoot videos and just the message is timeless. Being the change is all of our responsibility. So how can I positively impact change when I'm just asking everyone else to do it and I never take part of it? So kindness says, I'm going to use my integrity. And we already know integrity is doing the right thing, whether anybody's watching, whoever, regardless of where I am or what I'm doing the right thing. So integrity says doing the right thing at all times, right? I'm going to use integrity as a basis for my kindness. If I'm walking into a building and the door is open for me, and I can clearly hear the people behind me steps away, kindness says, let me just make a brief gesture to make sure, the scene looks safe and that person seems like, they have business going into this door. But kindness says, after I've assessed the scene, I'm going to probably hold that door for that person. Some people would rather just shut the door on you and just, it gives them some kind of sick gratitude of having been nasty for the moment, or thinking, well, nobody held the door open for me, so they're gonna have to get the door on their own. And it behooves all of us to make sure we're in a space that we're not letting our world, our circumstance, create us into something that we're not. If you think about little children, like I do coaching and training in different parts of different industries. And one thing about a child is they come into this world as an empty slate. I've never once seen a newborn want to show indifferences with culture and creed and color, etc. I've never once heard them say, I don't want to play with so and so, or I don't like such and such. First of all, they can't talk. Well, some of these pandemic babies were doing a little much. Let's just say that. They're coming out, they're looking around, they're kicking their feet up, they're crossing their legs, they're following conversation. Okay, just minutes old, they're sucking their thumbs. So, but outside of that, they don't have a vocal ability yet. But trust me, I'm sure it's coming. But outside of that, we have to understand something. In the time and space that we live in, a lot can be changed if we're willing. Now, I do understand that people don't want you telling their kid nothing and don't talk to my child and, you mind your business. But back in the day, communities were stronger because somebody somewhere knew you, or they knew your mama and your dad. And if you were somewhere doing something that you didn't have no business doing, that somebody was there to let your mama and daddy know, I saw Kiki, I didn't appreciate what I saw, I took care of it on the spot, and I'm letting you know. And furthermore, you would probably get in trouble right on the spot, but you got yourself together. But by the time you got home, guess what? You got it again because you was out there disrespecting and embarrassing the family. Like you know better. So times have changed. There are laws that say that you cannot hit, threaten, beat, et cetera, et cetera. You cannot discipline. You cannot use corporal punishment. Find out what the laws of the land are in your neck of the woods, because in certain states you cannot punish your children. So, but even with that, you can still discipline your child. You can still show them how they are to behave and respond in certain scenarios. So we knew that, first of all, you're not going to be out here in these streets disrespecting the family name. I know, of course, I know from my own upbringing, the streets was me walking to that bus stop, getting on the bus, going to school, and making sure I'm back on that bus if I didn't have after school activities. Okay. But you guys follow me. We have to make sure that we are properly representing the family name. You know, we are the decisions that other people make around us. It wasn't you doing such and such, but guess what? Every time it comes up, oh yeah, that was so and so's relative, right? So, but with kindness and just the whole we are stronger together concept, we have to understand that the days of your elders or someone in the community who knew your mom and your dad and knew that your parents didn't play, they took care of things. Those were some of the fibers of our society that we still need. Just look at the different generations, okay? And you guys, as you continue to review my work and attend my sessions and see what I'm doing, it's obvious that I'm going to be very supportive as best as I can, and I'm going to see the greatness, and we're going to work towards that goal. I'm never one to talk down, not intentionally to talk down, to talk people out of their dreams and things of that nature. So what I'm getting ready to say doesn't have the intention to be offensive, but I do need to share that recently I conducted a training, and there was something that was very noticeable to me. So like I said, I just had a birthday, and I thank God I just turned 48 years old, and I need to make it all the way up to 98. Okay, 98 is my number. So I'm not here to talk about age discrimination and this group and that group, but in the training that I conducted, there was a vast difference in a more seasoned population than there were a less mature population. What was the difference? Being able to sit still for 40 minutes without moving around and having to get up. It just was so different. It was so different. The more seasoned individuals sat there, they didn't need to keep taking breaks. They basically worked through their lunch. And even when they needed to do something, get some water, use the bathroom, they came right back and sat there and continued to learn and participate. Other non-seasoned members of the group were up, they were fidgeting, they were laughing, they were talking, they had to dig in their bags, they were just all over the place. So I know that people deal with other things that are beyond my knowledge, and I don't need to know. But my point is, we need to get back to the old landmark, okay? Just like adults used to check you in public and say, and I'm going to call and tell your mama and your daddy. There was something about that foundation that is very, very distinct, even in what I just shared in terms of that training I had. They were just fidgety. They're moving around. They're up and just, huffing and puffing. The more seasoned people were just sitting there, and I had to say, guys, you're on break. You can move. They were just like almost like a captive audience. But that comes from something that was instilled in them a long time ago. Okay, so how does that play into what I'm sharing today? Well, kindness is something that I truly believe that if we get back to it as a community, as a culture, as a nation, as friends, as business associates, as folks that we see throughout our immediate surroundings, if we got back to kindness, then evil will have a hard time sticking around. Evil would not be able to be comfortable in our environment. Um, People don't like to talk about it, but the moment they took prayer out of most of the institutions, you can see a drastic change. The moment they took prayer out of most of your institutions, the society as a whole has gone crazy. So, what happens if we make a concerted effort to add more kindness, more respect? See, and this is something that I talk about in another setting. If I'm showing respect, that doesn't mean I agree 100% with you. That doesn't mean I just love your dirty socks and oh, life is great. We've confused what respect is. We feel like because we applaud somebody else, we are supporting all their nonsense that we disagree with. And that's not what respect is. Respect is, I'm going to honor the fact that you are a child of God. Whether you act like it and know it or not, you are a child of God. And I am responsible for how I respond to you. And while I don't understand a lot that you're doing, it's probably not even my business to know. I still respect you in your space. You are an individual. You are a human. You are a person who's on this journey. So I respect you in your existence. The problem is we can't even get to respect because we're not going to be kind to people that we're judging. We're not going to be kind to folks that we feel like, oh, now, they know better than so and so. Oh, but if we're so busy finding fault, then we are not going to have time to love and show grace. So the year is still young. Tomorrow, it will be March 1st. And to my friends who listen and view our broadcast across the globe, it's probably already March 1st for you. Or even if you haven't quite discovered Rap Sessions with Dr. Kiki yet, I want to let you know whenever you discover this particular broadcast, you can start today to show kindness. Now, when you're giving kindness, that doesn't mean you're just laying down being a doormat for folks. Okay, you have to still have boundaries and self-respect. However, in my ability to show kindness, if it's not reciprocated, I'm not going to take my bat and ball and go home and be upset with the world. I just move on from that space and continue to show kindness in my total existence. Well, how do you show kindness? It may be a simple good morning or hey, good day, have a good night, without any strings attached, without people feeling threatened or vulnerable, without us overdoing it. Be comfortable in who you are, but kindness is free. When is the last time you sent just a hello, just checking on your text message? I know people are too busy to talk. I get it. You don't feel like mustering up the strength to get your talking voice on. So it might be a little more easier to send a message. But when is the last time you just said, hey, how's it going? So I do a lot of social media marketing, not only to support what I'm doing, but what my husband is doing and what positive things are happening in the world, I'm in tune. And I can't help but see there are people who've started off with humble beginnings, which means they probably didn't have 10,000 followers when they first started. But now that they have 10,000 followers, they don't even acknowledge the folks who've left them a greeting. Hey, how's it going? Now, believe you me, I understand folks are probably too busy and got better things to do. I get it. And then two, you got to be so careful with who you're corresponding with because people are assuming identities and they'll use your picture and go try to be friends with all your friends. And your friends think they're talking to and telling your business to a complete stranger because it's not even them. They got your picture and your name, but it's not you. It's not them. So you do have to be careful in social media. But um, I will just say, just going through and seeing personally all of the birthday greetings. Of course, we celebrated all month long. Matter of fact, we started mid-January, and between flowers and dinners and presents and just quality time. Because do you understand that, birthdays or any celebration doesn't have to always involve gifts. It's your time. It's watching a movie. Hey, I'm going to the kitchen. You need some water? So it's kindness. So, but even in reference to my birthday, which we've celebrated every day, and don't tell anybody, I'm going to probably keep celebrating it every day until December, just being real. But I was moved by the gestures of birthday greetings that I received. Um, my son sent me pictures that I didn't realize he had and shared those with me. I mean, and just the cards, the gifts, and that I've received, the surprise birthdays, the cakes. It has been very, very, very uplifting, I will tell you. And even though I know most social media will just inform you, oh, hey, Kiki's got a birthday today, people don't have to stop and take a moment to send a birthday greeting. So I want to sincerely thank everyone who took a moment to send me a birthday greeting. I do. And I am working my way to say thank you. I always just send hearts. No, I'm not trying to flirt with you. I'm happily married. But I do appreciate it. And so I definitely want to let you know that if I've not gotten to you yet, I will, but I still appreciate you the same. But to my point, I've seen people who are now, they have 100,000 followers. Oh, up to 1 million. And people respond on their posts and they don't even say thank you, not even a thumbs up, not a like, no acknowledgement at all. So I do understand that at a certain level, people hire companies to handle their social media, but I want to always be connected to my people. And I have made it very clear that I want to be in charge of my own, my career. So whether somebody's thinking it's going anywhere or not, I have I have royalty checks to prove that someone's listening and someone likes it. On that note, as we commit to kindness, I want to also let you know that I have a new song coming out. It's called Beauty for Ashes. And recorded it in Nashville, worked with super producer, multi-talented artist. He plays all types of instruments that whose name is Mark Dreyer. And I'm just so excited that this song is coming. I was informed yesterday it's going to be sent to different digital service providers, DSPs, sent to magazines and other charts. So I'm excited, but I want you to honestly take a listen at this song when it's released. And I really want you to be able to make it central to you. What does it mean to you? Okay. Because I'm all about empowerment. And I can coach you to the finish line towards success. But guess what? You can't just sit at the finish line. You got to get up and keep it moving. You have work to do. So it would be good for you to be able to gravitate towards something or song or instrument that can help you to feel that you're beautiful, to know how much God loves you, to know that regardless of your past, regardless of what they said, and we're gonna have a whole conversation on they next week. Okay, tune in, be prepared, get your popcorn. We're gonna have a whole conversation about they. But hopefully, people are starting to come into their own and be concerned with what they really want out of life and what they really need out of life, and being in tune with our Creator and following God's plan. So, yep, when that song is out, I definitely would want you to take a look and listen and just see how it resonates with you. Okay. The goal is to utilize the studio that my husband has built to do the video shoot. So, probably won't all come out this week, but that is the goal. But meanwhile, I want to encourage you to show kindness. Don't let somebody make you sink low enough to hate them. I think that was Martin Luther King, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, who made that strong point in one of his speeches. Never let a person bring you low enough to hate them. When you've gotten off of your cue and now you've moved from a space of love and now you're hating, oh, that's not my favorite person. Oh, can't stand them. That is a low vibration. And king, queen, we are to vibrate at a higher low vibration. No more low level thinking, no more low level actions, regardless of what's in the textbooks or what won't be in the textbooks. You've got to dig through and find your history for yourself and know that you are a king, you are a queen, and know that you were definitely made in the image and the likeness of God. So until next time, stay lifted, stay tuned into the presence of God. Keep your soul right before God. Keep your mind clear. How much water are you drinking? Double up on your water intake. Folks running around here sick because goodness, you ain't had no water all month. Take care of yourself, okay? So I do want to invite you, if you are available. We are definitely still, we won't stop. We can't stop. Ain't no stopping us now. Want to invite you to Durham, North Carolina Fashion Week. Mr. Carlisle and Designers on Tour. He is the producer of the show in Durham, North Carolina. You need to be there, April the 29th, okay? We're going to honor queens. If you have ever received a sash or a crown, I don't care if it was last week or 20 years ago, we want to see you. We want you to bring your crown, bring your sash. We are honoring you. Models, designers, it is not too late to tap in, okay? Durham, North Carolina Fashion Week was founded by Mr. Carlisle, and I will tell you something. It's definitely a platform that's changing lives, okay? He was one of the first ones to kind of step outside of the industry standards and to give everybody a chance, regardless of what they came to the table with. There have been full figure plus models, petite models, people in wheelchairs. I've seen it myself, how they come to the fitting and they're like, oh, I don't know if I'm nervous. And then when they take that stage, it's like, woo! The next thing you know, they done took off. So also designers, or let me speak to the designer in you. If you have an idea, if you want to bring something to life, let Mr. Carlisle help to build your brand. This would be a great opportunity to start building your brand. Um, and even if you're not quote unquote ready for this show, still reach out so that he can help to get you ready for the next shows. And matter of fact, my shawl today was made by my mama. I get it from my mama, Claudia Singleton. So I'm excited because I'll be showcasing my collection. Yes, I have about 15 items that I have sewn. So I'm working because I do at least want to have 20, but I'm excited to showcase those as well. Meanwhile, if perchance you need coaching, if you want to get trained and educated, if you want to open a business, if you're interested in getting a model session, if you need your taxes done, listen, if we can't do it, we know somebody who can. So let us help you to reach your goals. But for everything that you need, make sure that you consult with God first and let Him lead you. Until next time, be blessed and know that whatever you are facing today, God is able. Bye bye.
Quantum Talks 8.0: Professional Counseling, Coaching, and Wellness. We will help you to sort out the details so that you can get to where you are trying to go. Call us today.